Sophie, thank you. Good evening and welcome to BBC London. Also coming up on the programme this evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Luxmy Gopal. We start tonight with the warning that there are lives at stake. That's from the author of a new report who says urgent action is needed to protect women from sexually motivated crimes in public spaces. Lady Eilish Anjoli says over 4 years on from the rape and murder of Sarah Everard by a serving police officer, there have been countless more victims of sex attacks. She calls for more funding, better data and encouraging more people to take action when they see bad behaviour. Here's our Home Affairs correspondent, Sonia Jessup. Well, Sonia joins me now. And Sonia, just picking up on that point
in here, Lady Eilish Angelini calls it 1,000 flowers blooming, found that it wasn't working as it should in all places. And Lady Eilish Angelini says...
A man from Essex has gone on trial accused of murdering a pedestrian in the West End after driving into passers-by in the early hours of Christmas morning last year. Today, the court heard how Anthony Gilheany had argued with strangers before getting into his car. He denies 3 charges of attempted murder and a single charge of murder. Well, my colleague... Now, I just want to share with you some local stories you can get on the BBC News app. Starting with, first of all, a man from Virginia Water in Surrey who's caused hundreds of flights around the world to be grounded by supplying fake plane parts. Plus, find out how big changes planned for the Oracle shopping centre in Reading. And what's 600 years old, worth up to £1 million and travelling down the M1 soon? This jug in Luton, set to be loaned to the British Museum. You can find out more on these and other stories in your local area on the BBC News app. But now, wherever you live in the capital, it's likely you've seen these before. Dockless hire e-bikes. Great for getting around town, but not so great when they're just abandoned on pavements and even roads. Councils in the capital say they haven't got enough powers to deal with a big increase in badly parked e-bikes. One council has seized more than 1,000 e-bikes so far this year. Bike operators say they're working to resolve the problem. Our transport correspondent Tom Edwards reports. Next tonight, some stark numbers for you showing the challenges facing the London ambulance service at the moment. It's had its busiest 3 days of 2025 in a row. The number of 999 calls in the capital has gone up by a fifth, including from people with breathing difficulties. And NHS figures show that less than half of people eligible for the flu vaccine have taken it up this season. Our reporter Carl Mercer went to see how the service is managing. Now, let me introduce to you Francois' incredible story. For many years, he was homeless, living around St Pancras railway station. And during that time, he taught himself to play the station's free piano. This year, he's fronting a Christmas campaign by the homeless charity Crisis after they helped him off the streets. And he's been telling BBC London about his remarkable journey. Oh, such a great story. Thank you to Francois for sharing that with us. Now, music stars and celebrities were out last night showing off some of their favourite outfits. Snowflakes on their tongue because, as you can probably guess, they're not real. Who knows what they've got in them, so probably safer to catch them on camera instead. But there was just a flavour for you. But now, speaking of snow... Kate?
Not yet.
No. I was going to put you on the spot and say, what are the odds of a white Christmas in London?
That's a whole long story that we haven't got time to go into.
Fine. 14 degrees.
I know.
For
it's
December.
Very up and down at the moment.
That's very bizarre, very bizarre. Well, thank you, Kate. I won't shoot the messenger. Thank you for that forecast there. Now, let's take a quick look at the main headlines just to remind you. Family, of course, you can get a lot more detail on that on the BBC News website. And sorry we couldn't bring you the festive Santas, but I will try and squeeze a little bit of that into the late news because I'll be back just after 10:30. So hope you can join us later. Have a very good evening in the meantime. Thanks for joining us. I'm Luxmy Gopal. As we've been hearing, the author of a new report says urgent action is needed to protect women from sexually motivated crimes in public spaces and that there are lives at stake. Lady Ailish Angelini says over 4 years on from the murder and rape of Sarah Everard by a serving Met police officer, there have been countless more victims of sex attacks. Our Home Affairs correspondent Sonia Jessett reports. Back up to 14 next week. Now, we're back tomorrow in breakfast from 6, but for now, from the late team, have a very good night. Goodbye.